Another goddamn Dragonite nerf? Really, people? Really, people? Do our Dragonites need nerfed again? Come on, man. Damn. I didn't want to come back today, but we got to talk about these patch notes. We're waiting for this thing to patch. The PTS is offline still. So let me pull up another screen here. So as soon as that gets live, we're going to get on there and start testing some stuff. Wanted to talk about this. Strong opinions, myself and Parfax. Let's see if he's available.
Sound resumed.
Parfax.
Yo.
All right, so I got the stream pulled up. Let's talk about some of this stuff. Okay, so let's start top to bottom. We're not going to go to the DKs right away.
I'm more worried about the Sorks, but
I'm worried about my little DK. Okay, so these are kind of just the junk stuff, known issues that they know that needs to be fixed. Alliance War guards going to stealth block carry no longer force you to drop it, which means basically there's no way to drop the scroll if you wanted to besides dying, which kind of sucks for people that randomly grab it and run off like a YOLO idiot. So let's get to the fun stuff. Combat. Fix a couple of issues. Equipping costumes will cause you to blah, 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 blah. Added new animations, so we'll have to see what those look like. Many ground-based AoEs are no longer blockable. Damage that comes from below, such as fire, cannot be blocked. So, elemental blockades. What do we think about that and this change, Parfax? Parfax is not there.
No, I'm here. It's gonna be good for your stamina, but it's still gonna be the king. I mean, elemental blockade.
It will be it can't be caught. It can't be blocked.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna use it.
Why wouldn't you use it? I mean, it can't be blocked. It's on the ground. Brazier Caltrops, all that. What about Blazing Spear? Blazing Spear's a ground effect, right? Nova's a ground effect, right? So, yeah, you're going to be a little squishier now. Okay, Here we go. Dragonites. Reflective Scales. The ability now consumes only one charge when reflecting Force Shock. So, I like that. I wonder if it consumes 3 when doing Crushing Shock. I don't know yet. Oh my god, Ferocious Sleep, my goddamn ability. Reduces the duration of this ability's damage shield to 6 seconds from 12. Okay, with the ultimate change, this is how I was surviving on the PTS. This is how I was surviving. Doing a low-cost ultimate, getting some resources back, jumping in combat, getting basically 12 seconds or so to really zerg in there without dying. What do you think about this, Parfax? I thought the damage bubble was a good trade-off for the Dragonite standard nerf.
It's for the dueling.
It's for dueling?
On my opinion, I think it's a lot of the duelers. That's where a lot of this stuff was tested out. And it basically made them, in some aspects, unkillable. All the guys that were not as good could run heavy armor, run that, and never die.
Right, because we were out there doing it, and I think within 20 minutes of us dueling together, I go, oh, wow, Ferocious Sleep's amazing, right? I mean, we figured that out 1 hour into the thing. And then I did some more testing. I was doing Ferocious Sleep in the bubbles and did the Constellation, champion points, and it's like God mode. The thing is, with this goddamn change, is we were dueling. Dueling is not PvP. I'm sorry. Dueling is not PvP. Dueling is 2 people fighting each other. Taking over a keep involves a lot more than 1v1, right? It's 12v12. It's 20 on 100. That's what PvP is in this game. So I think this is a direct, it's kind of a nerf to the people that sit out there 1v1, 2v2, and stuff like that. I mean, that's not PvP. And Dragonites, I think, needed some more survivability, especially with the other change that came on. So, we're not going to get to standard yet. The explosion from Inhale now does fire damage. That's a pretty big buff.
Yeah,
that's a big buff as far as damage. So with no AoE caps, basically you hit Inhale, you suck 3 people's life, so it's got decent self-heal. Then when that thing blows up, it's going to hit like a truck now. It will hit like an absolute jackhammer, even though it already does.
We no
I'm,
more impulse for DKs.
Yep, there's really no reason. So you could do what I'm going to plan on doing is hitting inhale first, then talons. That way, it blows up as soon as I talons them because I have to wait 3 seconds. So that's a good damage change. Now, Mountain Blessing. Clarify the tooltip for this passage to explain. It must be gain ultimate from the skill to have any effect. Fine. Shifting standard. Okay, so what? Here we go. So what happened? Dragonite standard got nerfed. 250. Okay, I'm fine with that. But the morph for shifting standard was our counterpoint. That was how we still had relevant ultimates to bring to the group. Is that we still had a 200-point ultimate that we could basically just carry around with us while building up other ultimate. Now they increase this to 250. Parfex, what do you think?
Meteor, baby. I don't
Right,
think you're using
but
standard anymore at all. I mean, that
no.
just, it's not worth it. Not even close. It's just 250 for an ultimate that doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but
And you can just dodge roll out of it. And now, yeah, shifting standard, it looks cool with the synergy, but the synergy is 2.5 meters now. So
yeah.
to use the synergy, you have to be right on top of that flag. Um, God, I do not like this change at all. So, I mean, honestly, why not use Barrier as a defensive Dragonite or Meteor, like you said? Because the other one gives you back ultimate per enemy hit, right?
Yeah, 12 when it's fully morphed or fully leveled.
So basically, if you hit 12 people, there's no AOE caps now, right? So
Right.
couldn't you get a free ultimate,
Yeah,
hypothetically?
hypothetically, I think eventually they're going to give it like they did Sap Essence for, I think it was healing. You can't just heal everybody. You know, if you hit 100 people, you could heal yourself, times 100. But as of right now, I believe if you hit 50 people with uh, Shooting Star, it's going to give you 50 people times 12, so that's 110
Right. So as a Dragonite with
or
my with
60.
my with my passives, I'm going to be using Meteor all the time to get back ultimate to keep on doing it. We're getting to the Templars, Dizzy. Believe me, we are getting to Templars. Give me 1 second. Hate this. Hate this like a little stubborn Dragonite child. Okay. Nightblades. Aspect of Terror. Fixed an issue with the ability was hitting more targets than intended. Got it. Nothing major here. Siphoning attacks. Damage over time abilities only have a chance to trigger siphoning attacks once per application. So I guess it was giving back a lot more resources. But it doesn't look like really anything significant. Like Grim Focus, if you've used it yet, you tried it on your. You didn't even really use it in your Nightblade, did you?
I tried it. I didn't see a whole lot of difference in it. I don't know. The 8% bonus was nice when you put it on. The problem I didn't like with it is that you had to cast that spectral bow. It seemed like once the proc came up for it, you had to cast it because you lost your 8%, and then you had to hit it again to toggle it back on.
Well, yeah, and then also you had 8 light attacks in 20 seconds. I mean, you
Yeah,
basically had to constantly light attack, and if you're blocking even for 1 second, you're not getting that proc.
yeah.
So for me, I think they needed to lower it to either 6 attacks or increase the duration to 25 seconds. So I don't like this.
I'm not a
Okay,
big fan of it either.
Sorks. Let's talk about your Sork now. Give us a rundown of the Sork.
For PvP, didn't change a whole lot. It actually made a little bit of a buff to the medium armor sorks, which may be coming, FYI. Uh, Now your Atronach will be based off your stamina if it's higher. Dark Magic, they basically didn't do anything. They changed some graphical changes. Not much, but there's one change that we're going to get to, which really makes me mad when it comes to my Sorcerer, but we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Okay. So for Sorks, now one 1.61, that's still nerf negate, right? Or is that on the table?
Yes,
Okay, so
1.1.
negate's no longer negate anymore in PvP, right?
Correct.
So realistically, what are the Sorks going to be using for ultimates now?
Meteor, baby.
Right? Is that what everyone's using pretty much?
Pretty much. I mean, that's the best ultimate that I've seen. I've tried them out. It seems like Meteor's. I mean, the fact that you can get ultimate back for casting it's a bonus. Plus, it does a dot and it hits pretty hard. So
Damn. So yeah, I wish they would have changed, given Sorks a little more incentive, a dot maybe, or change the pet thing, because that's really the viable way to do DPS in the Sork. Not really excited about that, but Sork's not my favorite class. Let's get to my new main, the Templar. Why is it going to be my new main? Well, if you guys watched my stream last night in PvP, played with alacrity, love the Templar range. It's nasty in your face. You can survive 3v1s. Good thing I got a buff. Dawn's Wrath. Decrease the cost of this ability to 250. Guess what? Nova now is the new Dragonite standard because 250 with your passives, it's like 223 or something now. Nova is going to be awesome now. Plus 1.6 or 1.61, it got a 17% damage increase. Think about that, guys. Nova is your new Dragonite standard. Welcome to the Dragonite. Welcome to Templars everywhere. I'm telling you, welcome to Templars everywhere. Oh yeah, and Nova can't be blocked anymore. Ground effects. Radiant Destruction. Fix an issue where this ability could be cast on enemies behind walls. That's a good change. No nerf.
Oh yeah.
No nerf.
No nerf.
Now, Loveboard was saying how you can cleanse this ability off of you.
Yes,
which,
I heard that as well. If that is possible, then I'm okay with it.
if it's possible, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I was told that it's not supposed to tick as hard at 50% as it does. But if it's cleansable, then you won't. They'll end up not putting it on their bar anyway. Because the not so good players will, because you're gonna be able to kill it with them. But I mean, you know as well as I do, when we're running in groups, you are cleansing all the time.
You're spamming. You have one person that's just spamming that in Breath of Life, basically.
Yeah,
cleanse.
I mean, it's cleanse. I mean, that's all you do, pretty much. I mean, not all you do, but
well, and especially since that cleanse, I got kind of a nerf back a patch ago, but it heals you now if you have a debuff on you. No healing debuffs, so it's a strong. Anyways, Radiant Destruction I think is going to be really strong in PvE and decent for snipers in PvP. Like if you're playing a Dark Flare, Radiant Destruction is going to be your friend. But so if it can be cleansable, it's okay. Dark Flare, Unstable Core, changes there. Not too worried about it. Okay, Luminous.
I do like.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Nova needed to be dropped to 250. I do want to say that.
Yeah.
For PvE and for PvP. I mean, it really needed to get dropped to 250.
Yeah. And Templars, they have their day now. Puncturing Strikes. Reduce the damage of the ability's single target damage to 140 over 170. This ability now applies CC immunity. This is a good change. If know all the little derpy Templars that suck at their class, go into PvP and press one effing button and just hit Puncturing Strikes over and over. Same thing they would do with Blazing Shields or Blazing Spears, which I would do. Now you're going to have actually have a rotation. Maybe throw Reflective Light in there. Maybe do a Dark Flare. Then do a Puncturing Sweeps. So you can't just spam this and CC lock someone. This is the positive change. It hits a little bit harder on single target, which I'm just fine with. It's still a good AoE. But we need to check and make sure it applies CC and immunity to your target. I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah.
What do you think about that change? Because you don't play a Templar.
I love it. If it is exactly how I think it reads, it is fantastic. Because that is the one ability Templars would have. If you didn't get a movable up once, it's just spam it, and they kill you.
Right.
A noob could go in and spam one button and kill you, just like Snipe.
Which is gone, by the way. So I like that. Fix an issue with Spear Shards. So Morph's not sorting targets or applying area damage. I still love Spear Shards. I love Blazing Shield, Blazing Spear because it can apply some dot damage. And you've seen my new build Parfax. It's nasty. Yeah. The Blazing Templar is for real, and I will be dropping meteors in 1.6. Maybe I have to switch to medium armor now. Oh, did I say medium armor? We're getting to that.
We're getting to that.
This little buff here, Healing Ritual, 70%, bro.
Now, I don't know if you saw in chat, Alacrity was talking about it, and they said it actually ends up being about what it is in 1.5.
Really?
Yes.
I did not see that in chat in game right now, or what do you mean?
Yeah, in actual live. They were talking
I'm
about
not
how
lying.
much it was nerfed and how that ends up to being what healing ritual is now. Because they nerfed overall healing just by numbers standpoint in 1.6, but now healing ritual now will probably be the main heal
Hmm.
over healing springs. It's going to heal for about what it would in 1.5.
Okay, so we'll need to test that out. If any good
Yeah,
healers are on, let me know what your feedback is on that. Two hand, this is a really good change. Now, if you saw
very good.
my early build with the Dragonite, I think Parfax and I figured out in one day you could run in and do brawler spam and never die. And you guys saw the video, the early 1.6 impressions I did. You could see that. That was PUD. And so they basically made it so you can't stack bubbles on top of each other. Super, super good change. My whole plan was to use bubble stacking along with my Dragon Leap to basically never drop below 100% health. But they nerfed my plan, so I'll have to come up with a new one. That's fine. It's a good change because I was like not dying to 20 mobs, so I get that. I like the forward momentum change. Right now it removes snares, but this ability now prevents you from becoming snared or immobilized. What do you think about that, Parfax?
I love it. It's not as good as immovable, but in a way it's better because it removes the snare. But I think I liked the ability before. This just makes it even a little better.
I really like this ability now. I really, really do. The self heal is okay, but uh, and Dizzy's talking about Wrecking Blow. I don't think Wrecking Blow needs a nerf. Here's why: it's channeled. So yes, someone jumps to you, they're going to hit a Wrecking Blow. All you do, dodge roll out of it, run back, use a Blazing Shield, block, anything. It's a channeled ability. So while they're channeling it, if they don't have a move up, you can just nuke them, go stun them again, throw them a Blazing Spear, do anything. So I don't think Wrecking Blow is that big of a game changer personally. What do you think about Wrecking Blow?
It hits pretty hard. It to me is on the same class as uh was it Radiant Destruction?
Right.
Is it annoying as heck? Yeah, but you can get around it. I haven't used it much in PvP. I've had it used against me. Trust me, I know how frustrating it can be because when I was dueling, that was what was about the only thing killing me. Critical charge, wrecking blow,
But
critical charge, wrecking
you
blow.
said it. You said it perfectly. When I was dueling.
Yeah.
What does that mean? If you're in a group of 12 and 30 people are jumping you, are you going to sit there and channel Wrecking Blow after Wrecking Blow? No, you're constantly moving as a group. You saw us last night in Alacrity. We're moving and grooving. We're doing leaps. We're jumping. You got to be mobile. And I think that in a group, if you're not dueling, it's not that big of a deal. I really don't. All right. Decrease the damage of Force Shock and Crushing Shock by 10%. Oh, what does that mean to you?
It means I am so mad.
What
To
are you
me, it
gonna
doesn't
what are you
affect
gonna
PvE.
what are you
For
gonna spam
PvP,
now?
like for PvP, I don't think it makes a whole lot of a difference. Do I use it in PvP? Yeah, I still use it. 10% damage is not making a big difference to me. The big thing is, this was as of 1.6. Sorks were probably the only class going to use this, maybe Templars as well. But Sorks were the main class that was going to use this ability. Now it's another nerf to Sorks on PvE. Single target, again, nerf.
I mean,
10%.
so what do they want Sorks doing? Using all heavy armor, two pets, bound armor, and heavy attack.
They want to be tanks.
Is that really what they want? I mean, because
Uh,
Sorks like have four toggle abilities and then do do frags every once in a while and heavy attack, or well, I mean, anyways, okay, medium armor. You take this one.
all right. Medium armor. I think my Sork is now a medium armor user again.
Okay, well, read it and
Wow.
tell us why. Read it and tell us why.
Dexterity. This passive now grants a higher critical strike rating to physical attacks and was changed to be approximately to par with spell critical rating gained by the light armor passive Prodigy. Holy crap.
Wow,
You could
medium armor.
actually you could actually get more crit with medium armor before this. Holy crap.
So they basically you got that passive where you got a percentage based on how much you wore. Am I right?
Yeah,
And
how many
okay,
pieces?
right. But the spell crit was only you had five, and you just basically got 10 or so. So I think this is going to be a game changer. And higher critical strike rating to physical attacks. Medium armor's beast right now, dude.
I'm
Oh,
so
it's
glad I
up.
made all my light
1.6 is up.
armor. Is it
All
all
right,
right?
I'm getting on the
Loaded.
PTS.
I'm so glad I made all my gear legendary the other day.
Oh
My light
yeah,
armor.
your light armor stuff. All right,
Yeah.
let's finish up with a couple notes and go get some testing. I really like the shuffle change.
Yes.
Immunity to snares. This is a dodge chance. Immunity to snares. This is medium armor users' main defense now. Love it. Now we had a couple other ones that we were talking about. What Rogue bring up? I forget. It was itemization. What was it?
It was
Oh,
about
doubled the critical strike and spell critical ratings for set bonuses. So they nerfed set bonuses in huge. We told them that was dumb. They changed it. So they do listen, guys. So yeah, my Khajiit